In 1992, at the Summer Olympic Games in Barcelona, a new era of international basketball began. The NBA's greatest players were united by USA Basketball to form the Dream Team, and they captured the gold medal by dominating the competition in breathtaking style.
This group may well be the greatest team ever assembled in the history of team sports.
But while the Olympics ended, the dream did not. Looking ahead to the World Championship of Basketball in Toronto, another dream team was assembled and another mission began.
When you're the best at something, people are always shooting to dethrone you, and that's what's going to happen to us. So it's our job to go in there and to prove every way that we're still the best basketball players in the world.
Featuring some of the game's brightest young stars, it offers them an international stage to perform on.
Well, it's going to be a great feeling to just go out with those guys and really showcase my talent against the rest of the world.
And for the team's veterans, it provides a well-deserved curtain call.
I've won the ring and the World Championship trophy, and the only thing I don't have is a gold medal. And it's the one thing that you don't have, you even become more hungry for.
And together, these special players will share the pride of representing their country.
When you put the USA jersey on your chest, you can't get much better than that, really.
A group of players brought together to showcase the very best that American basketball has to offer and take their place in history as part of Dream Team 2. Watch this.
Dominique Wilkins.
That's not a bad first jump.
There's a 3-on-2. Dominique. Oh, what a play. Wilkins. Oh, showtime. There's Dominique.
What do you guys think? When thinking about Dominique Wilkins, it is his spectacular highlights that most quickly come to mind. But even more than his physical prowess, it is his enduring passion for the game that he brings to Dream Team 2.
I haven't lost anything. I haven't lost a step. I'm still as quick as any forward in the league. I think when I lose the thrill or I think the love for the game, it's time for me to move on, and I haven't lost that yet.
Wilkins enhanced his high-flying reputation with spectacular performances in the Gatorade Slam Dunk contests. But during the 1988 Eastern Conference Finals, he displayed his competitive fire as he battled Larry Bird in one of playoff history's most celebrated duels.
Bird now cuts free. Wilkins responds. It's Bird's turn with Bird again pulling up. Putting Boston ahead.
It's a duel with Daniel Seaver.
Dominique hits a three.
And though Dominique would not emerge victorious, his performance remains one of the NBA's most memorable.
I wasn't down at all. I mean, I told guys, we should hold our head high. We played the best basketball we could play. I mean, both teams did, and to come out that game on the bottom, I mean, most guys would hang their head, but we gave it all we had.
But Dominique was far from satisfied. Approaching his game with renewed determination, he worked to become one of the league's most complete players.
Dominique. Oh, you see that jam? I don't know how he did that. Dominique. That says it all about Dominique Wilkins right there.
You're not double teaming me. You think I won't give the ball up? Watch this.
The dirty work inside done by guess who? The human highlight film.
But his determination would be tested most in 1992 when he ruptured his Achilles tendon.
People say, oh, he's finished. He's done. 32 years old, he won't come back. And I had to prove people wrong.
Dominique would do just that, regaining his all-star status and, of course, being named to Dream Team 2.
It's a big thing for me. It's a special place in my career right now. There's not many guys who ever get in that position to represent their country. And you represent the country. I mean, that's the biggest you can get.
Joining Dominique in the Dream Team front court is a player who many view as his heir apparent. Just 24 years old, Shawn Kemp has already started to dominate the league's highlight reels.
And I've been saying all along that this guy is like a hurricane. I mean, you can see him coming a mile away. You can see a storm building on the horizon. You feel his breeze before he gets there, and when he gets here, he rains down on you.
What a play! The Rain Man has struck.
I always say I enjoy dunking on people.
Oh, look out. Up he comes. Reverse pivot in the jam. He'll go to the glass and ram it home.
I'm the type of player, I feed off my own energy. It becomes a challenge for me to even jump higher than what I think I can jump.
Whoa! He went airborne, defying gravity.
He always tell me to just try to throw it to the roof so he can, show people that he can get up.
Oh, the Rain Man!
He was just a teen, yet he was in the NBA.
He's just a child.
He's a man.
He's a man-child, and he came, and he grew, and he fed on the rain. Oh, sweet rain!
I like this place.
Entering the league at the tender age of 19, he quickly began to dazzle NBA fans with a schoolyard style he developed back home in Elkhart, Indiana.
Kept the reverse jam. Oh, my.
I think I have similar to a playground game. I didn't play college basketball. I came from high school playing ranks into the NBA, so I think a lot of my game is based on the playground.
Agility and strength and size, there's very few players that can do what Shawn Kemp just did.
Kemp trumpeted his NBA arrival with a course of thunderous dunks. But as he learned to harness his incredible athleticism, he has become recognized as one of the league's most outstanding players, a distinction that earned him a starting berth on the 1994 All-Star team.
Drop the child part, folks.
He's going to score just because, the size and the kind of player he is, so you can't expect to stop him.
For the Rain Man, as he has come to be known, the World Championship is another step in his meteoric rise to stardom. Because for him, the sky's the limit.
Here's Cam. Oh, the big dunk! What an acrobatic phenomenon! Reported to the FAA immediately.
It's a great opportunity for me because the Dream Team 1 has already been there. And, they've shown the world that they can play basketball and how good the U.S. is. So now it's just our turn to try to keep going with that.
And like Dream Team 1, Dream Team 2 has received international attention. Begun in 1950 and held every 4 years, the World Championship of Basketball features teams from 16 countries. And as basketball internationally has continued to grow, the World Championship has emerged as one of the world's most prestigious basketball competitions.
People in the United States have just no understanding of the importance of the World Championships to the rest of the world. It's kind of a Final Four atmosphere or a final NBA playoff atmosphere to the rest of the world, and it's a very exciting competition.
And for the stars of Dream Team 2, these games provide the perfect opportunity for worldwide exposure. And none welcome this opportunity more than Steve Smith and Derek Coleman, two rising stars who have dreamed about playing on a world stage since their childhood days in Detroit.
Me and Derek, we've been best friends all our life, and to play together is going to be a special treat for us and the people back in Detroit.
Just being on the team is something that you dream about, and then being on the team with my best friend that I've grown up with in Detroit, it makes it even better, and Steve Smith.
Though Smith of the Miami Heat and Coleman of the New Jersey Nets now battle regularly in the NBA's Atlantic Division, the addition of these two friends has added a personal dimension to the rivalry.
Yeah, guys.
He can do it all.
No, he cannot. What? Come on, man.
As a point guard, Smith has not only had to live up to comparisons with Derek Coleman, but also to a legend.
He has that Magic Johnson type quality that he can make all the players around him a lot better.
Magic is straight down the middle. Oh, Steve Smith. Whoa.
You talk about James the Magic Johnson in the open court. What a sensational pass.
There's never going to be another Magic Johnson. It's an honor to be compared to him, but I really want to be known as Steve, and whatever my accomplishments may be, to be known as that.
Meanwhile, Coleman is redefining the position of power forward.
He has all the tools.
He has the inside moves.
Coleman again. Oh, you gotta love. What else do you want?
He has the outside shot.
3 seconds remaining. Coleman will fire at the for 3. Can't do it any better than this.
He can handle the ball. He can pass the ball.
Just the backhand. The vacuum with the roll.
I just bring all aspects of the game to the court as far as, I can play just about any position on the court.
Now these two boyhood friends have the opportunity to realize their dreams as they've gotten a chance to represent their country and earn a gold medal together, and they couldn't be happier.
I think I might just jump up and down and maybe start dancing and shouting and screaming because it's more than just a medal. It's something that you can, always be remembered as, and something you can always cherish and show your kids and family.
While Smith and Coleman were lighting up the schoolyards of Detroit, Joe Dumars was joining Isaiah Thomas on the hometown Pistons to form one of the league's best backcourts.
The Detroit Pistons select Joe Dumars.
He'll try a triple left corner, blocked by Dumars. He saved it.
He can do no wrong. It is Dumars' domain tonight at the Palace.
Our two scouts, Will Robinson and Stan Novak, saw him play. And they said, hey, this is a guy you have to see play. I looked at him and I said, geez, this guy in Isaiah, it would be illegal.
Great move by Dumars, and it counts. Busting out Dumars. He is a killer. Jordan knocked away by Dumars. Great defense by Joe.
Joe D still with it, coast to coast. He'll pull up right of the lane and gun. He got it. Dumars is on fire.
Dumars' uncanny shooting touch made him one of the league's most potent scorers, but his talent for shutting down opponents became a personal trademark.
Defense is a couple of things. First of all, you have to want to play defense. When you're out there by yourself and there's no help, and it's just you and that guy, it really gives you a charge then because you know it's just you and him, and somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. It's not going to be any in between.
Joe, play him straight up.
That's as good a defense as you'll ever find, ever.
What a play by Joe.
He can't block the shot, so he take the charge. People don't like that.
Shot clock's at 8. Mullen is called for a charge.
With his unselfish attention to the game's dirty work, Dumars' priorities have always been clear.
Everybody wants to score. Everybody wants to shoot the ball. But I've always wanted to be on a great team, on a championship team. It's some type of gold medal. You look at that as an athlete and say, I wonder how that feels to be up there. Because you've won everything else in the NBA, but you've never had a gold medal placed around your neck. And that has to be an awesome feeling.
For Dumars' Dream Team 2 backcourt mate Reggie Miller, being honored with a berth on this historic USAB team is also an awesome feeling.
He hit it from darn near midcourt. I don't believe Sutter. Shot is on the way. It's going to go. Good! Yes, sir! Dream! Boom, baby!
Now reaching the prime of his career, he has a chance to show the world his explosive talent.
He's not a physical guy, but he runs so much. I think the last game we played, he had me so tired just by running. In a split second, you take your eye off him, he's going to can a jump shot.
Reggie Miller's wide open. You can't let him have that. You've got to be in his face all the time.
That's the best compliment an opposing coach can give you when he draws up his game plan. And his first thing on the chalkboard is to stop Reggie Miller. But that's also a lot of pressure on you as well because you got to go out there and perform.
Though Reggie may surprise some parts of the world with his skills, his sister Cheryl, a former player herself, has always known what he's capable of.
If anyone that knows me better than anyone would probably be Cheryl. We've gone through so much together when we were growing up.
Reggie and I just had a personal war. We were always trying to see who was the best.
Elbows, knees, whatever it took to win, we did.
Miller down to 6 seconds.
Morris going to keep the hands off, and he won't get a call. Miller got it!
The biggest part of his game that I'm probably most proudest of is Reggie's toughness, his mental toughness. Reggie is a fighter, and he won't quit.
Reggie has showcased that determination against the best the league has to offer, and he's never backed down.
Here's Reggie working on Michael Jordan. Here he is right here, and Reggie blocked his shot.
We always get measured by those guys.
Miller against Dumars. Joe, respecting his driving ability. Miller, a quick step.
Not necessarily you have to have a career game.
Reggie in on Michael Jordan, got inside and made the...
Just as long as you play well and you compete hard.
Miller posting up on Starks. Shot clock down to 3. Miller swings in.
Perhaps Reggie has never worked harder than in the 1993 playoffs. Valiant in defeat, he almost single-handedly led his Pacers to a stunning upset of the New York Knicks.
Spectacular shot by Miller, who has taken over this game.
There aren't many players that can accept a challenge like the Knicks threw at Reggie. And I think by the end of that series, Reggie realized what it takes night in and night out in order to ensure that your team's got a chance to win.
And as part of Dream Team 2, Reggie finally has the chance to show that unique ability.
This is probably going to have to match up there with probably, besides being drafted, as one of the better moments in my life because of the company I'm going to be keeping on this team.
And Dream Team 2's entrance into the worldwide spotlight couldn't come in a more fitting place, Toronto, Canada, host of the 1994 World Championship of Basketball. Toronto is a city with a long basketball tradition and holds a special place in NBA history. The first NBA game was played there between the New York Knicks and the Toronto Huskies. And NBA basketball returns to Toronto again as the city was awarded an NBA franchise in 1993. But for the 1994 World Championship of Basketball, fans have their attention firmly focused on the stars of Dream Team 2. While the rest of Dream Team 2 provide plenty of highlights, it's up to Thunder Dan to provide the sound effects.
Here comes Marley. And Marley with the steal. Marley for 3. Whoa! Buckley up out of backcourt. He finds Marley. He goes in for a wham, bam, slam. Back to Marley. He says, I'll take another 3. To Sam!
With his explosive offensive skills, Marley roared to NBA stardom. But as he entered the league from tiny Central Michigan, he didn't seem destined for greatness.
Central Michigan University.
We are very happy to select Dan Marley. I cannot help how you feel. All I can tell you is this. We couldn't be happier, and I think you people will be sorry that you ever booed this young man.
The fans already have their mind made up. They wanted a name player. First of all, they couldn't even pronounce Marley.
I didn't really think that it was anything he should take personal. They just didn't know. We knew that he was going to be a really good player. I can't say we knew he would be a future dream teamer or anything like that.
As Dan suffered through a difficult adjustment to the NBA in his rookie year, it seemed as if the Suns' high hopes would be dashed. Marley, however, worked relentlessly to fulfill their expectations.
Ever since high school, I've always been a guy who maybe doesn't have as much talent as everybody else. I've had to make sure that I've worked harder than anybody else and just do what it takes to win. That's always been my style. And when I came to Phoenix, we had so many great players on our team. I really concentrated on doing the little things that the coaches enjoy.
Marley's work ethic quickly began to show results.
When you have enough players that compete like he does, the shooting percentages, assists, all that stuff pretty much goes out the window. You don't measure Dan by stats, you measure him by grit.
Not satisfied to be a role player, however, Marley continued to hone his skills and developed into one of the league's deadliest long-range shooters.
Most guys in the league shoot the threes at 22, 9, 23 feet. Dan Marley likes to back up to 40.
Marley, they should give him 4 if he makes it.
Does he have range or what? Thunder Dan, take a bow.
Here comes Dan Marley. He turns and shoots. That'll win the game.
It's over. It's over. Suns win. Suns win.
Now Dan Marley has achieved more stardom than he could ever have imagined. And as a member of the 1988 bronze medal USA Olympic basketball team, Marley fully appreciates his membership on Dream Team 2.
The first time we played, I had a great experience, but we didn't accomplish our goals. We just won the gold medal. It was very disappointing. I've always wanted to be able to have a second chance of winning a gold medal. It'd be a nice thing to be able to go back again and hopefully accomplish that goal.
While Marley fought an uphill battle for recognition, the same cannot be said of Shaquille O'Neal. In the history of the NBA, only a select group of players have entered the league with a larger-than-life reputation already established. Tabbed as can't-miss prospects, they are hailed as stars long before their first professional game. But in 1992, a 20-year-old rookie entered the NBA amidst a furor that may have equaled any that had gone before.
Oh, is he a superstar, Roger? That is an absolute superstar.
Can he be the best center ever? Can he become that?
No doubt in my mind that Shaquille will be in that class of Wilt and Kareem in time.
The hype that met Shaquille when he joined the Orlando Magic could hardly have been greater. But when he took the court, O'Neal quickly lived up to his billing.
O'Neal runs the floor, takes it all the way. O'Neal, lob from Skiles. O'Neal rejects that with authority.
Well, here's the monster of the Midway, who has force like the Terminator.
Puts it on the floor, spinning. Oh, he knocked it in, the foul.
Straight power.
O'Neal in the lane.
Amazing talent, and I think he's the future of the NBA.
Shaquille's going to have to get back on transition. Oh, what a dunk. Oh, he came flying out of nowhere.
In only his first year, Shaquille had taken the NBA by storm. His raw talent, combined with an unmistakable charisma, would help make Shaquille the NBA's newest overnight sensation.
Here's a guy who just loves to play the game of basketball. Look at him.
Shaq would go on to become the first rookie to start an NBA All-Star game since Michael Jordan, and was a near unanimous choice as the Coca-Cola Classic Rookie of the Year. Never awed by his accomplishments, however, Shaq took it all in stride.
I just wanted to come in this year and see what I could get away with. Now that I've done that, I know what I need to work on, and I should be this much better next year.
Building on his rookie year, Shaq continued to tap his vast well of talent.
Is he 7 foot or what? My goodness.
Displaying his completely unique blend of skills, Shaq has not only met the daunting expectations that preceded him, but has somehow managed to exceed them.
No look speed, get it shot. No look speed for the big fella.
And now for Shaquille, comparisons with past greats have all but stopped. All eyes now look toward the future and the limitless possibilities that await him.
It's scary, I mean, how good he can be, because he's still trying to develop a little hook shot, make some more low post moves, and with the power that he has and still all the stuff that he still has to learn, teams have been in a lot of trouble.
Already accustomed to worldwide publicity, Shaq is perfectly suited to carrying his country's banner as part of Dream Team 2.
Well, it would be a good honor for me and my family, for me to represent my country and to be among those other 11 great players. Same thing will probably happen. He'll probably go and just dominate.
While Shaq dominates the paint with his size and strength, Mark Price intimidates opponents in a different way. Though he may not look like he inspires fear, his deadly outside shooting terrorizes defenders.
The angelic face of Mark Price with the eyes of the assassin.
He had 6 in a row before a miss.
Mark Price with 24.
2 years in a row, Mark Price has won this competition.
It just takes practice. That's how you get good at something. I think the way you get good at anything is spending a lot of time at it.
For Mark Price, hard work has always been his key to success. Though he was a standout college player at Georgia Tech, Price was only a second-round draft choice in the NBA. Joining the Cavs in 1986, he relentlessly labored to prove he belonged as their starting point guard. Still, Cleveland selected playmaker Kevin Johnson in Price's second season. The resilient Price, however, was never fazed.
Had he had one off day or one inconsistent outing, I would have ended up taking his job. but he was so consistent that I could not get any closer to that starting position.
Firmly entrenched as the Cavs' starting point guard, Price blossomed into a team leader and one of the league's best clutch shooters.
Price for three, and oh, what a big-time shot that was. This place erupted as Price hit another bomb.
Mark Price, I think he's probably one of the most complete players I think I've ever played with. There are guys who have a lot more ability than Mark, but not many guys that have much more desire. And if you tell Mark he can't do something, he's going to do it.
Price into the forecourt. He's looking for the three, and off balance three, good! Price hit the three with 4.1 seconds to go. You'll look at that one on TV tonight and say, I don't know how he put that one in the hole.
Price's hard work would earn him an All-Star berth in 1989, but just as his rise to stardom seemed complete, misfortune unexpectedly struck.
Price tries to save it, and he does. And Price hits the deck, and he is down right now.
I felt my knee kind of go two different directions, and I thought, I've never felt that before. It didn't feel too good, and it wasn't until I got back to Cleveland and the doctors examined me and told me that I'd torn it, my anterior cruciate. Originally, the first thing that goes through your mind is, I'm finished. I'm not going to be able to play basketball again.
Dedicating himself more than ever, he would make it all the way back, as he would once again be named to the All-Star team and also be honored with a berth on Dream Team 2.
Bounce on the right side to Price, goes into the lane, flips it up and in. Look at the little guy go.
When you look at what this young man has accomplished and at the physical tools he's been given, he proves himself not only to be good enough to be a starter, but goes on to achieve All-Star status, All-NBA status, and will represent our country in the World Championship. So you realize that something inside him must be very, very big, like his heart and his competitive drive, desire.
When Price was named to the team, he expected to share the backcourt with one of the game's most exciting players, Golden State's Tim Hardaway.
Hardaway races it down. Hardaway going all the way. Here's Tim Hardaway behind the back. Oh, he spins and scores. Crouch and defense, and Hardaway responds to the call. Hardaway.
While Hardaway has established himself as one of the game's most versatile players, he is perhaps known best for possessing one of its most lethal weapons.
My man here got that crossover, he go the hole.
Hardaway, the killer crossover, he gets it!
It's just a little move that I do.
Hardaway backs off. What a move! Oh, and he exploded and goes! That was brilliant!
It's effective because they think I'm going left, but I'm really coming back right, and they be all out of control.
Hardaway.
It's like a Ferrari or a Porsche, All of a sudden, you're riding along with the Ferrari or the Porsche on the freeway, and the guy just sitting there smiling over across at you like, yeah, okay. And then he's gone, and he's like, bye-bye.
The killer crossover. Oh, brother.
That's all about, having fun, making the game exciting, getting the crowd into it. That's what I like to do, just have fun and laugh and trick people and make good passes and stuff like that.
Hardaway's obvious enthusiasm for the game has proven to be contagious.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
And when a knee injury made it impossible for Hardaway to play for the Dream Team, he still pledged to travel with the team and remain one of their emotional leaders. Two players who share Hardaway's irrepressible spirit are Charlotte Hornets teammates Larry Johnson and Alonzo Mourning.
Make way, here comes a bunch of young guns.
I'm into power.
Rebounding is my thing.
Dunking on somebody, that's what I'm into.
Ain't nobody tougher than me.
Basketball is fun to me.
I'm gonna have a good time when I'm out there.
The senior member of this dynamic duo is small forward Larry Johnson, a former #1 pick and 1992 Rookie of the Year. Johnson possesses a unique combination of speed and power.
Johnson alley-oop. Oh!
But even more than his physical abilities, It is his boundless enthusiasm for the game that has made him a fan favorite.
We go out just a big game, 23,000 in the stand and, up screaming and hollering, and everybody is just on the edge of their seats. I'm going to look around and try to find something to take a little bit of pressure off. I'm going out there laughing, joking with my teammates. I feel that those guys are the only guys that can put pressure on.
Arriving in 1992, Alonzo Mourning immediately proved that he shared Johnson's spirit as he played with ferocious intensity.
What a play by Alonzo! The shot is blocked by Mourning. Mourning with a jam.
And Johnson immediately embraced his kindred spirit.
Larry kind of relaxed me. I started playing well a whole lot faster than I had expected.
Here's Mourning, the shot.
And together, they have shared a spectacular rise to stardom. And as two of the youngest members of Dream Team 2, they couldn't be happier to showcase their partnership to the world.
Larry time for Charlotte. He gets inside, drops it to Zoll for two, and tie!
You got guys from all over the world competing against each other and trying to accomplish that one common goal, and that's the bragging rights on who's the best in the world.
With the excitement and the total success of First Dream Team, a lot of eyes will be on the second one. And, we're just going to go out and play hard and do whatever possible we can for our country.
Isiah Thomas may not be Dream Team 2's most physically imposing player, but he has had a special aura about him from the moment he entered the league.
Little guy, big body, big heart, great leadership. This was a very, very special kind of player. The things that he had inside him, aren't usually abundant in this league.
But early in his career, Isiah would have to demonstrate his talents on a Piston team mired in mediocrity.
It wasn't a winning atmosphere. We had good people, but we didn't necessarily have people who understood how to win. It was kind of like you played a game and nobody even cared.
Compensating for his weak supporting cast, Thomas would attempt to carry the Pistons on his shoulders, and he quickly emerged as one of the game's most dazzling players.
Thomas again, he's amazing.
But while the following years brought Isiah personal recognition, it did not bring the Pistons playoff success.
It wasn't a very pleasant feeling because everybody was running around telling you what a great player you was, Isiah, how good you are, and you're marvelous, blah, 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 blah. But when you're looking at the total picture, this is not an individual sport. This is a team sport.
And for the Pistons to succeed as a team, one thing became clear.
In order to win, Isiah Thomas can't average 25 points because that throws off the whole chemistry of the team.
With his new approach, Isiah would now lead an improving Piston team all the way to the conference finals in 1987.
Isiah fires a BB. Oh, what a pass!
But ironically, it would be Isiah who would throw away what seemed like certain victory.
Thomas wants to get it in quickly. Does to Lambier. Stolen by Bird, and the cut to DJ. Yeah! Unbelievable!
It was in the Pistons' pocket.
Isiah, if you could, just one more time, the final 5 seconds.
What do you feel like now?
Isiah's ill-fated pass would help knock the Pistons out of the playoffs. But showing incredible resilience, he would lead them all the way to the finals the very next year. As he faced Magic and the Lakers, however, Isiah would suffer another cruel twist of fate.
Isiah Thomas is hurt down on the court underneath the basket.
Even while suffering painful defeat, Isiah would manage to stage one of playoff history's most heroic performances.
I don't believe what I'm seeing.
He is just showing so much heart and determination.
And though he saw another opportunity elude him, Isiah's resolve was undimmed.
I didn't look at it that I've come so close and I let it slip away. I looked at it as, damn it, I'm right there. And if I can get up in there again, it's mine.
And in 1989, his perseverance would be rewarded as he led the Pistons to the first of 2 NBA championships.
How many times have we seen Isiah? He presses the inner button in the heart, and all of a sudden he just takes it on.
Tries again. Makes again. He owns the night, Isiah.
Isiah and Porter against there, and he's doubled down on that left point. Isiah over Porter. Give it time! He's off the
That's why I say you got to be strong in your mind, and you got to be strong enough to keep banging your head up against that door. You know, it took us 4 or 5 years, but hey, we got it. That's what you want.
Now Isaiah adds membership on Dream Team 2 to his impressive list of accomplishments. And though injury has prevented him from playing in Toronto, he still has offered his courage and his determination to the team. And for all his incredible skill, that has always been his greatest contribution.